Hey, aloha. Nice to see you. Come aboard. Give you a little tour. My name is Christian. I'm the captain of this nice little boat. Zero and me are sailing around the world. We are here in Alaska and I meet you, Chris. Nice little chance. This is a ketch. It's built in 1974, so it's an old lady. It's older than me. It was in pretty bad condition when I bought her, but we brought her back to life. She sails us around the world. We did a couple thousand miles already. And here we are. We got two masts, the main mast and the mizzen mast over there. We have 4 sails, so 2 head sails, 1 main sail and 1 mizzen sail in the back. We have plenty space. You can see the deck area is huge. When I put the dinghy down, we can have a nice dancing party here. Oh, look at this, buddy. Oh, I've been up there a couple hundred times yet, but I only been up there 2 times when I was out sailing. When I started sailing from Hawaii to Alaska, the first time my rudder broke, so I had to go back. And while I was going back, the halyard, so the rope where you hoist the sail, the head sail with, broke, and I had to climb up all the way to the top to replace it. It was pretty scary. I was on my own and out there on the ocean to climb up all the... This is 60 feet above deck. This is a dinghy, same function like the inflatable behind there. I bought this because I really like the shape and the style, but it's not very stable. It's kind of tippy. And the inflatable over there is way more stable. And in Hawaii, we always anchored or tried to anchor almost to save some money on mooring fees or slip fees. So we had to go through the shore break. I mean, Hawaii is known for the waves. And that means the shore break was kind of tricky, and it helps to have the inflatable. It makes a big difference. We are completely self-contained by solar, and I have the wind generator. We have 3 panels. We have 1 panel over here and 2 on the radar arch behind that wooden board, and they're 220 watts each. So 660 watts solar, and the wind generator is doing 350 watt. And actually I can't present it right now because one of the blades broke, but it's really silent. I mean, you have to listen to it. I have to poke my head out of the companionway to see if it's running or not, and that's rare. Most of the wind generators are making terrible noise. But with the solar and the wind generator, our batteries are always full. We have 4 big batteries, 4 8D batteries, makes it 880 amps, and they're always full. And if the sun is not shining during night and we have a big load like the autopilot running, the wind generator covers it. Yeah, here we are in the cockpit. This is pretty much the area we control the boat. We have the helm here, the steering wheel. We have our electronics underneath here with the state-of-the-art chart plotter with all the maps and the charts. We can run the engine. We have an 80 horsepower engine in here, a diesel engine. Pushed us pretty good with 6 knots. In calm conditions, maybe a little more. We have the big settee here. We can run the sheets for the mizzen mast from here. Sheets for the main sails are here. General is here, and the staysail is over here. So we can trim the sails pretty much from here. It's a safe cockpit. We got a pretty high, solid lifelines. The worst thing which can happen is that somebody goes overboard. In bad condition, it's pretty much exitous. That's it. If it's rough out there and somebody goes overboard, I mean a really rough, like a big storm, it's hard to get it back on. So you have to make sure nobody goes overboard. And of course we got life vest and lifelines to, you know, attach us to the boat. But a high, solid fence. I built this. This was all wire before, like the ones in front. I built it with solid tubing, and that makes it really, really safe. Really safe feeling here. We carry a couple surfboards. I'm a surfer for a long time. I'm windsurfing, I'm kite surfing, and actually everything which is made with a board I love to do. So we carry this big board over here and have a couple of ones downstairs, and you see in the front the windsurf boards. The main reason why we have a big boat like this for all the toys. I like toys. So we have the dinghy, 2 dinghies, and we have a life raft over here in a canister. This is made for 8 persons, and it got some basic equipment inside like fishing gear and a little water package and some food, some basic foods like this military dry food. A little first aid kit is in there, and plenty more I don't know out of my memory. If shit hits the fan and the boat sinks, we throw this overboard. It's self-inflating, and then we go in there and abandon the boat. Hopefully that never happens. Catch a lot of fish, especially on the ocean. Out there is plenty fish. When I was 3 days out of Hawaii, I caught a 30-pound tuna. And yeah, it's easy. I can set it up. It's a propane. I have the hose over there. I just plug it in and then light it up and have a nice barbecue. Okay, you want to have a quick tour inside? Let's come down. So the design of the boat was a pilot house. This is the pilot house. It's a Hudson Force 50. Hudson is a boatyard. William Garden Design, an American-Canadian architect, started building boats in Taiwan. And the Hudson boatyard was in Taiwan, so this is known as a Taiwan Clipper. And what I really like on this boat is the big windows. I mean, you are mostly traveling in an RV, and it's similar. You want to have big windows. And this is what I really like. You can sit here and look outside, and even, the safety thing, you can just check out if there's something out there without getting out in the cold or in the rain. So this is where we mostly spend our time. Our ready to eat. We have the nav station over there. We have the galley over here with, a sink and a stove, fridge. Yeah, this is the center of our living here. Yeah, we have a guest cabin over here. Actually, at the moment, it doesn't really look like a guest cabin, but I think I go out of the way. You can have a go around. I'm not prepared for guests. You can see I have all my surf equipment here and the sail covers. I don't put them up when I'm on the ocean, and here there's not so much UV here to be worried about it. But this is a nice big bed for 2-person. We have a little settee right behind you, and we have a head. Yeah, this is pretty much the same like you have in an RV. This is an electric toilet, sucks out the water from the ocean, so it's salt water driven, and pumps it into the holding tank. There's actually something on a boat which you don't have on a RV. That's, you have a stove, but you don't have a gimbal stove. I mean, imagine the boat is rocking when we are sailing, and we can actually, up to a certain amount of wind and waves, up to a certain amount of boat movement, we can just cook. It's gimbaled, so even if the pot is full of water, it will hold it. Every time we are sailing and we have drinks, we put it over here because nothing happens. That's actually really cool. Yeah, of course, a sink and plenty storage room. We have a big fridge here, holds all our fresh food. It's a front load and top load, and drawers for stuff. So this is nothing really special about that. Now we're leaving the pilot house, go down into the salon. Say hello to my friends.
Say hi, guys. Hello. Aloha. Traveling up from Hawaii. That's why we're all bundled up.
Yeah. I met these guys when I was in Hawaii on Maui, and they're doing a motorcycle tour, 5,000 miles, right? Mm-hmm. And we were the same area, so I gave them a bed for tonight. It's so cold outside. Sleep in your saddle. That's right. Actually, at the moment it's a little packed with all the stuff, but this is just another room, a living room. The luxury of this boat is we have the salon here and the pilot house, so we can get out of our way. Somebody can sit here, read or watch a movie, and I can do whatever I want to do over there. And so it's plenty of room to get out of our way, especially I'm usually sailing with my girlfriend, and sometimes you need to be close and sometimes you need to be a little on a distance. So that's good on this boat. Good for Alaska is this diesel heater. That's making it really nice, warm and cozy here. It's I think for all the guys who are interested in any specs, it's burning 2.5 gallons per 24 hours, something like this. Wow. So it's pretty effective. Over here we come into the captain quarters. This is our cabin. We have a big bed here, lots of storage underneath, a big closet over here, so it's a really huge one. We have another head in the front here. We have another sink here. We have a walk-in shower, and actually when we bought the boat we had a toilet over here, and this is tiny room. I didn't want the toilet here, and we don't use it too much, so I built it in here. It's a spare toilet, and it's underneath here. So this is a manual one with a big pump handle here, and we just use this when the other one is broken or we have gas. Yeah, and in the front you can see there's the anchor chain. That's our chain locker. We have a big bunch of chains, 300 feet of chain for the main anchor and 150 feet of rope, and another 150 feet of rope and 60 feet of chain for the spare, for the secondary anchor. So we mostly use the main anchor. That's nothing you will know from your RV, but we have a Rockner anchor, which is the new modern technology anchor, and it holds great. So I never had any problems with that.